Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother, Sean Ali, here, Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. And as always, I thank each and every one of you who tunes in, share some of your very valuable time. And as always, I pray that these brief words are received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver them in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, man, I pray that your day is powerful. I pray that your day is on purpose, right? And direct exactly as you planned it to be. Because life is on purpose, family. So when we are living a purposeful life, we are truly living a blessed life. And today I just wanted to come and I'm out here sunbathing and I'm out here grounding, right? Um, and I'm eating. I'm feeding my body. I'm feeding my cells. I'm feeding my soul. I'm feeding my brain all of the things that it needs, and I'm getting it directly from the source without having to put something in my mouth, right? So when we are looking at this is something that we want to include in our health and wellness regimen. Coming outside, getting sunlight, coming outside, taking your shoes off and playing in the dirt, playing in the grass, grounding or earthing. And when we look at these concepts, all life in the universe is dependent upon the sun. Everything is depending upon the sun, right? And most of the trees and those life forms, they grow towards the sun. You can tell the direction of the sun by the direction of the branches that they're growing out because they move towards the sun. It's only a few nocturnal animals and life forms on the earth, and we aren't one of them. So when we are going through things like fasting, one meal a day, right? It comes into mind, how do I keep myself healthy and strong while I'm not eating? Because most of us, we've been raised on getting energy and nutrients from food, right? So when we are look at how we are created, we have five senses, right? Taste, smell, sight, hearing, and touch. So if the only thing that we have mastered and perfected is our sense of taste, then we are short inhibiting ourselves. We are rendering ourselves powerless because we have four other senses that are better conduits to energy and life than putting something in our mouth, because that's a path. You eat something, you drink something, it's going down your esophagus to your stomach, right? And from your stomach to your small intestines, where it's filtered out, extracted out. And from there is to your liver and then dispersed throughout your body for your body to use it. This could take hours and sometimes even days for those nutrients to be extracted and filtered and dispersed throughout your body. Now, when we are looking, if you are fasting or eating one meal a day and you are having long intervals between your meal, right? What happens is when you remove one of the senses, the other four, they compensate for the loss of the one and they become stronger. So when you are fasting, when you are eating one meal a day, in the time in between the meals, your other four, your hearing becomes heightened. Man, your smell becomes sensitive. Your sight becomes more improved and powerful. And your sense of touch, right? It's more alive and heightened than at any other time. And this is because when we are eating, it's a lot of organs involved in that digestive process. And it takes hours and maybe even days, right? For the digestive process to be completed. That's a lot of internal power and energy devoted to digestion. That means that those other four senses, they are being robbed of their power because we are always keeping ourselves in a state of digestion. So when we go to fast and we go to eat one meal a day and take long intervals between our meals, those sensations that we are feeling, that's our other four senses being empowered from the loss of taste. See, and it can become strange to you if you didn't know that your hearing could improve. So you can hear things that you didn't normally hear. you, you might didn't know that your smell becomes becomes more sensitive. So when you're not eating and your body is full of energy, man, your touch becomes more sensitive. Your sight becomes more improved and focused and determined because now instead of having energy devoted to digestion, your body now has energy devoted to seeing, hearing, tasting, and smelling the other senses. Woohoo! So when we come outside, and the sun is the sole source of energy and life, right? So the saying is, when you are kissed by the sun, it's the equivalent of being embraced by the creator. Woo! Let me say that again. Let me say that again. When you are kissed by the sun, it's the equivalent of being embraced by the creator. So not only do you come outside and get life, but you come outside and you receive blessings. You are physically being embraced by the creator because he put the sun there in the near center of our universe to give life to everything in the universe, even Pluto, which is 4,500,000,000 miles away, right? That light hits that planet, puts it into orbit, puts it into motion, puts it into life, just like us, 93 million miles away from the sun. When those rays hit this planet, it puts the planet into life, into orbit, into rotation. When that sunlight hits our cells naturally become more energized. That's why you could sweat and you don't even do anything because your metabolism is increased. Your power and your energy is increased. Your body is eating without having to go through your digestive system. So when we are fasting, when we are eating, striving to eat one meal a day, one meal every 2 days, one meal every 3 days, or whatever that interval is, we always want to make sure because nobody wants to hurt themselves, right? The object of eating this way is to empower us, to make us healthier and stronger, not to diminish us. It's not made to take away unless you have excess weight and things like that that your body is removing along that path. But this type of lifestyle, dietary lifestyle, is designed to empower us, right? So we want to know, how do I get the energy, the nutrients, the power through that interval? You come outside. Listen, stress will make you hungry. Boredom will make you hungry, right? Lack of doing nothing will make you hungry. Even sitting too long will make you hungry because it decreases your metabolism. So now your energy manufacturing is down. See, when you look at energy, there's two types of energy, right? You got potential, which is the energy at rest, you doing nothing. And you got kinetic, the energy of motion, right? That's where friction, magnetism, electromagnetism, electricity, all of these things come in under the kinetic outlet of energy. So when you are moving out here, when you are out here in the sun, when you are out here grounding, Not only are you getting the elements, but you are feeding your sound. So you are listening to the birds and the bees, and that's music. That's kinetic energy hitting your eardrums, going directly to your brain. You could smell all of these beautiful senses from these flowers and all of the other life out here. You are looking at all of the beautiful hues and colors and sights and and you are being touched by the wind, right? That's kinetic energy. When that hits you, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred and transformed. That's what you do when you eat. Your body is transferring and transforming that energy into other elements, releasing it so that the body can use it for what it needs it as. When we are not eating, the body is still being fed. It's still receiving the same energy, but in a different frequency of sight, of hearing, of smell, of touch instead of taste, right? So this is how we got to train our bodies that, okay, when I don't eat, when I'm not using my sense of taste, I have to use my other four senses to receive and to feed myself. So if I'm fasting, if I'm eating one meal a day and I'm eliminating my taste, I need to put my body in a position where it can feed from the other four senses. What better position than out here in nature? So as your feet are touching that ground, see, as your feet is touching that ground, it's the when two objects of matter touch, the triboelectric effect. The triboelectric effect. When two objects of matter touch, there is an exchange of electrons. So when we earth and ground and we put our bodies on the earth and we connect with it, through that action, there is an exchange of electrons. You are eating. When that sunlight touches you, look at you are using your sense of touch to eat. So you come outside and you expose your skin to the sun. In our cells, inside of each cell, they have a what's called an organelle called a mitochondria. There's an organelle inside of each cell that's called a mitochondria. This is the engine where the energy for the cell comes from. The mitochondria takes two elements, oxygen and glucose. So no matter what you are eating, no matter what you are drinking, if you look up what human energy is, it's ATP, oxygen and glucose being metabolized to give your body energy. Where's oxygen at? Oxygen comes from the plants. The plants, they are called the producers. They produce the oxygen we breathe, and they produce the food that we eat through the process of photosynthesis. Carbohydrates come from that. So the two elements that our cells need to make energy is oxygen and glucose. Oxygen is out here. Glucose is the sunlight in chemical form. So if you come out and you place your body in this position, you will be eating without having to go through your sense of taste. You will be empowering yourself. You will giving yourself all of the nutrients and energy it needs, because the nutrients and the energy, they come from right out here. The nutrients and energy come from right out here. All of the farmers, all of the gardeners, where are the plants being grown at? Outside. Right? The plants are using the sunlight, they're using the earth, they're using water to create whatever it is you're going to extract from them. So when you are fasting or eating one meal a day, you don't have to eat a big meal to try to sustain you. You can eat that regular meal. And now, as you go throughout your day, you manage your stress. You manage your boredom. You manage your activity so that you will learn how to stop your body from craving because stress makes you hungry. Stress requires an enormous amount of power. So when you go through a stressful episode, your body has exerted an enormous amount of energy and power that it has to get back. So it makes you hungry so that you can eat those calories and those other nutrients to replace that stressful episode. When you are bored, eating is an action and you need something to do. It will make you go eat for something to do. So we control that. You put yourself in the best position possible. And what would that be? Out here. Listen, take your shoes off, take your shoes off, right? Come out and you ground and you come out and you sunbathe and your body will do the rest. That's all you got to do. You don't have to buy nothing. You don't have to get nothing special. You don't have to do anything exuberant or extraordinary. You just have to come outside. Listen, look, look, look. I'm going to show you the position. Oh, listen, listen. You come outside and you just smile and you just breathe and you just relax and you just enjoy and you just appreciate and you just become imbued with life. You are being kissed by the sun, but embraced by the creator. Woo! Wait, listen. You are being kissed by the sun, but you are being embraced by the creator. Man, and that's how you get fulfilled. That's how you eat. That's how you keep yourself healthy and strong through long intervals of food. And you save yourself and you come out at the end better, healthier, stronger, more vibrant, and you have a rested digestive system that's able to extract even more and more life to keep you alive even more and more years. But this is all up to us. It's a lifestyle. We have to be able to create that lifestyle that's conducive to our growth and development. If my lifestyle keeps me inside all day, if it keeps me sitting down all day, if it keeps me in detrimental conditions and positions, that's on me. I have to change that because I put myself in that lifestyle. So now I have to love myself. I have to want to live, right? This is where it's at, family. So listen to those birds, man. That's the original music. Almost every musical instrument is trying to mimic a sound that was naturally heard in nature. You have the wind instruments, right? You have the string instruments. They are all designed to mimic these natural sounds that we hear in nature. Come on outside and get your life, family. Being kissed by the sun is the equivalent of being embraced by the creator. I'm your brother. Hey, listen, carpe diem. Go and seize your day. Go conquer your day. Go create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. That is all up to you. So, family, I leave you as I came in the greeting words of love, peace, and happiness in the spirit of God. I say, Namaste Hotep. Power to the people. Salam alaikum. Peace.